Greetings everyone, it's Gryfer here. We're looking at a player replay submission from Speed_3. This replay is from the North American server. As you can see, they are on the map Ocean, and Speed is divvied up with another Halland, Loose Lips. Very interesting. I don't see Ocean in the rotation too often. She still is present, though being against an enemy midway, the Hallands won't see too much fear, but there's a lot of destroyers. A 5 per team, double Shimmer, Marceau, double Gearing, Moskva for radar. I hate CVs in a minute. You hope he's a radar then, and just a couple battleships. Either way, it's going to be a very interesting game. It looks like both Hallands and the Gearing and the Shimmer are all going to stack a flank. Richtofen's got his planes caught in the enemy fighter trap. He loses most of his first squad. He's getting some spotting in now. So Speed_3 is an above average player, so he will know what to do with his lovely boats. It will be interesting to see how a Halland plays out. She won't have the best detection. As you can see, 6 kilometers here. The Shimmers and the Gearings will out detect her, so she's going to have a bit of issues with detection as a Halland, not Speed. Speed is a male. Torp's already Alpha's contested, and there is an enemy Marceau. Torp's down the Marceau just in case he speed jukes. Good focus fire from your team, in all honesty. Loose Lips here is taking damage. Looks like the enemy Gearing's got him lit. But your team did really good damage there. Good damage return. Obviously you've lost the first one, the Gearing. I'm just a bit vexed. Your Richtofen, your CV, he's at Echo 3. What is he doing? Ah, that's a lovely strike by the Zao. Finishes off the Gearing, one boat down a piece. These Torps that you fight in Marceau look like they're going to touch other vessels. 1 flood, 2 flood on the Thunderer, maybe 1 on the Hindi. Hindi goes to Ark, and yeah, there's another lovely torpedo. Good start. Bit of a fair trade, but oh Jesus. Your Richtofen is closer than nearly all your destroyers. I don't like to say the term throw, but I don't know what your CV's doing here, but he's definitely making it difficult for your teammates. That's a very unique, interesting CV position, and one I don't recommend in any game mode co-op, competitive or randoms. Gearing takes care of your CV. That's a terrible loss. Let's see how you come back from this. Good Torps there. Bit quick. Are from the Gearing, or has the Marceau? Shim's taking care. Oh gee, another big boat down. Don't read the chat. Don't read the chat, as Speed is sending heartfelt messages to the CV. Charlie looks like a lost cause, losing a Gearing, and Montana there really hasn't helped. Though, you've got a good little destroyer screen coming out from Alpha into Bravo, so you got double Halland to the north, the Shimmer, the gearing, with cruisers and thunderers at their optimal range of maximum. So here's a nice little trick. Will speed do it. At the moment, whatever's firing from that smoke in Bravo doesn't know he's there. Well, now they do. Because the cap's contested, but if he hadn't gone in, they would know that the cap was not contested. Ah, another lovely smoke cloud. Good focus fire by the enemy here. Really, really good focus fire. You've only been lit, and the CV's coming to do some hurt on you as well. Your AA goes up a tad late, but the CV drops. Oh my god. Nice, devastating strike there on the Marso. Using all the Halland's goodies there. DFAA, heals being used, and yeah, you're just going to get it a little bit out of range and out of fire. Your Worcester's probably in a terrible spot. If he had, it would have been nice if the gearing, or they could have. I wish there was more communication tools so you could actually say cruiser here needs smoke or something like that. Because otherwise you've got to type it in and you hope and pray to God that someone reads it. So 3 down for the greens, 2 for the reds. Hit points look okay. Still, it's going to be a brutal game with the CV in play only for one side. Eventually, all that chip damage or damage, those little bits of damage, and the constant spotting will hurt. Both sets of torps out. I'd be surprised if the Shimmer ain't any of these, as he automatically goes into kite out. Cheeky fire, good focus fire again. Zau's down. Probably should not have pushed where he was either, but you know, you've got to get caps eventually, apparently. Here, as the Smolensk, you've still got a couple of DD screens. I would still nearly be waiting for the Thunderers to go past. You want something to be really focused and detected before you as a cruiser, especially a Smolensk. It's not like you can really angle in and take a lot of focus fire early on before your smoke deploys. Good double DFAA. How much of those planes will get through? Not enough to do any real damage. Still only 1 cap apiece, no RPF on this Halland by speed 3, so he's completely firing blind or last supposed position of the enemy vessel. Thunderer action. Thunderer takes out Brother Thunderer. So we've turned into 2 little battle lines here. The green team running across from Alpha, and the red at Charlie. You got a cheeky torp on something. That must have been a Shimmer, because those torps are not near a capital ship otherwise. Your damage has crept up nicely to just over 60,000. Another torp. There goes the captain skill, get 8 torps, and oh, you're getting a lot of nice little torps on these vessels at range. It's a shame you can't get a flooding damage to stick with them as well. These Vision DDs, you've got no. Oh, you got a Worcester left for Raider, but he's never going to get into range to Raider these DDs. Not without islands, not without a smoke chain of some sort. Counter torps, hopefully you've spotted them, or your Smolensk has detected those torps. Shimmer torps by the looks of them, from a good, well, again, there's no need to really spot them. You lose another vessel, another 3 torps with 2 floods, very nicely done. Looks like these floods are sticking. You are getting a few damage ticks here. Activating all your cool skills. The Smolensk gets the Yami for a flesh wound. Tad forward, but speed automatically recognises this as the DD angles into him, and his shots rectify. Thankfully he doesn't eat too much damage for taking out that Shimikaze. That Minnow is going to be tough work. If you can get your Thunderer to remove him off the table, it's going to make your job so much simpler. For any BBs, I know the Thunderer you probably had HE equipped, but AP please. Nice evasive skills there by speed, but the CV's planes go down. And that's probably the one issue left in this game, the constant spotting from the enemy CV. I'll laugh if these a Minotaur eats these Torps. Especially with Hydra. Oh my god, he's smoking up, he's going to eat them. One Torp, 130,000. Confederate is now on the board for speed. Cannot believe the Minnow ate that. It's 4v6. 2 caps to 1, so it's going to be interesting to see where Speed and his division mate really can press too much without the Worcester or the Thunderer opening up. So close to an air defense expert. Only 7 shy. Enemy are on Alpha. That's one cheeky DD. I nearly go for the Montana here or the Hindi, only because that Minnow is going to look like he's actively dodging shells from the Thunderer. Speed here is about to hit minimum detection range on the Hindi. The Hindi's nose in. Seems to have a bit of torpedo line fever there. Yeah, this will be bad for Speed. Yeah, he's nearly out. The Hindi is going to finish him off. $137 with his guns. Bit of a misplay there at the end. He probably should have noticed that the Hindi was that close, and regardless of, oh my god, comedy of errors, look at this. Oh, that's a lovely 6 torpedoes and 2 targets. Montana's healing through it, but 180,000 damage so far. But your team doesn't have the boats or the players to really capitalise upon your damage this game. Even though Loose Lips secures the Minnow, which is a good kill. It would have been potentially different had your CV stayed in the game 8. You'd have points on the board and you'd have that constant spotting and maybe other type of ship pressure. This one does turn into a loss for Speed, but it was a wonderful game. Let's have a look at the end game score. As you can see, Speed here, he did 180,000 damage. Confederate and the Dev Strike, very, very nice tally. 19 torpedoes, 31 planes. It was slightly off from that air defense expert that we all like to obtain. But end XP. Now, have a look at this for a loss. For a loss as a DD on Ocean. 2,129 for a loss on basic speed. That is phenomenal. Lots of damage on DDs and other capital ships, a bit of flooding. That is a bloody good game. You can easily imagine what that would have been had they had the vessels on the table to secure a victory. Div mate there, loose lips doesn't do too bad, but speed is 900 points clear. That is a fantastic effort. It's a shame, speed, that you got that Hindi to get into detection range and potentially hydro, but even had you stayed alive, I don't think you would have had the DPM to deal with the vessels that were left. Thank you for submitting this replay. If anyone else wants to submit a replay, feel free to join my Discord or follow me on Twitch where you can get the Discord details as I go through those replays from my Discord. Take care out there in the world today, and I will see you on Twitch or on YouTube. Bye for now.